grabbed a VWAP bounce trade short. We pulled right up to VWAP, had some divergence, point of control up into the wick. The flow stack went bearish. See, I got the candle color change here, but there's no arrow. So that's the little glitch that happens sometimes. Got to get that fixed. Market just opened. This previous 1 minute candle, we had a bunch of negative delta, strong negative delta coming in, just dumped down 30 points. Flow stack went negative, bunch of negative delta coming in. We had some previous strong buying here. That popped it back up a little bit. You see this big green line on the delta profile. So yeah, as we're coming down here, delta is lightening up, getting stronger to the upside. You can see the inside of the candle correlated with the delta histogram there. Got a washout signal to the upside. I took a little long trade there. Should have held on for another few seconds. I would have got my full 10 points, but market closed for around 6. Price is kind of whipping around, so just gonna chill out for a minute here. You can see as we came up to the 250 SMA here, even as price was rising, we had strong negative delta. We got a really big rejection right off of the 250 SMA there. I got in short up here at the 20 SMA. We had a imbalanced signal to the downside up here, bunch of negative delta, grabbed a short, got my full 10 points. The previous 5 minute candles on both the NQ and ES were some pretty mighty negative delta. Just took a little VWAP bounce trade short, came right up to VWAP to the tick on the NQ, just dropped off over 15 points. I got around probably 20 different trades that I'm looking for every single day. Usually a lot of opportunities, especially in the New York Open. Just grabbed another short up here. We came right up to this double strong gamma level from the MMT gamma indicator. And check out the delta. Pretty strong negative delta on both the NQ and the ES here. Had some divergence as well. Grabbed a short, looking for it to retest whole number and yesterday's point of control. Got my full 10 points there. It was also VWAP on the micro NASDAQ. So a little bit of discrepancy between the VWAP between the micro NASDAQ and the regular NQ. Now we're getting a ton of delta coming in to the downside. Nice big sell-off. We got the delta numbers above the candles for the NQ and the ES on the flow stack here. Then I also have it up in the grid. You can turn both of these on or off individually. We were also bearish on the flow stack this whole time, even as price is coming up. I've got to have a volume increase, a body size increase, and the Heiken Ashi going in the same direction on both the NQ and the ES for it to change directions. So as we were coming up, apparently there was not enough volume to support the move up, so it never went bullish. And now we're getting this massive sell-off here up around the VWAP. We are continuing to dump. Got the flow stack signal arrow back here. Got some imbalanced signals to the downside. Got a bunch more negative delta coming in on the NQ and the ES. I just grabbed a bounce trade off of yesterday's point of control. It was hanging out right at whole number. So went for the bounce trade. Did not get the best fill. I wanted to make sure I got out before S1. So I only ended up getting about 7 points. Looks like it would have came up and got my target though. Big fan of yesterday's point of control, especially the first touch. You'll notice it's very different on the MNQ versus the NQ. That's why I like having both the NQ and the MNQ up. VWAP will be different sometimes. Yesterday's point of control, other previous days' point of controls will be different. We also had a cluster of 50% levels down here from the MMT 50/50. Seemed like a good area for a bounce. We're getting a nice bounce off of yesterday's point of control now. Just bounced up 50 points. So we were coming down, delta was drying up here, got the lighter colors, had a washout signal to the upside, just popped it right back up to the 20 SMA. Just grabbed a short up here. We were coming up to 15-minute center, one of my favorite key levels. Got an imbalanced signal to the downside. We've been wicking off of the 20 SMA here. I chickened out. I only got 8 points, but it did come down for the full 10-point target. Just took a bounce trade long. So we were coming down. You can see delta was lightening up here. Had a washout signal. Delta went bullish here. Point of control on the wick. Some divergence. Had delta picking up on the NQ and the ES. And then I was looking at this level on the Greek profile. This is the delta profile. Look at this big area. Previous selling, but nonetheless it's a big area. where a lot of transactions took place. So grabbed a little bounce trade there. It went a lot higher, just popped up about 40 points. The MMT Greek profile, another great indicator, along with the ultimate delta, showing me the per bar delta as a histogram and also can paint the candles. This also does cumulative delta. I think I might take a little break and go make some breakfast, then try to catch a trade around 10:30. I just took a bounce trade right here, got my 10-point fill pretty much instantly. Just looking back at time, look at this double bottom wick on the 60-minute right there. Had a bunch of wicks back here too. Just looked like a great level to take a small bounce trade. So grabbed another 10 points there, completely based off of the 1 hour time frame, just looking back to the left. Been getting some nice signals on the flow stack. You can just see these massive amounts of delta coming through on both the NQ and the ES. Back here too, just getting some really nice strong moves to the downside here. We've rejected pretty hard off of the whole number area. Got a bunch of imbalance signals to the upside. Got point of control down in this big bottom wick. Got some divergence. This is right at 10:30. Something else I look for is when we're below the 250 SMA by a very considerable amount right at 10:30. I'll often look for a pullback in the opposite direction and then a continuation. If it's not a super extreme distance away from the 250, sometimes I will not look for a pullback. I'll just look for a continuation in the same direction. But when it's at the extremes, kind of expect a little bit of a pullback around the 10:30 hour. Price is just kind of chopping around now. I think I'm gonna be done for the day. Be happy with my 170, 180 per account. Stacking the Micros. I appreciate you taking the time to tune in. Anyone that's out there using code MonkeyMan is the absolute best. Thanks so much for your support. Apex still has the 90% off sale. Lucid, Take Profit, Trader, Tradeify, TradeDay, they all have great deals going on. I wish you best of luck in your trading. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.